I learned in this letter that Don Pedro of Aragon comes this night to Messina.
He is very nearby this. He was not 9 miles off when I left him.
How many soldiers have you lost in this battle?
But few of any rank, and none of name.
A victory is twice itself when the achiever brings home full numbers. I find here that Don Pedro hath bestowed much glory upon a young Florentine called Claudio.
Much deserved on his part, equally remembered by Don Pedro. He hath borne himself beyond the promise of his age, doing in the figure of a lamb the feats of a lion.
Yeah, then uncle here in Messina will be very much glad of it.
I have already delivered him letters, and there appears much joy in him, even so much that joy cannot show itself modest enough without a sign of bitterness.
Did he flow with tears?
In great measure.
A kind overflow of kindness. There are no faces truer than those that are so washed. How much better it is to weep at joy than to joy at weeping.
Is Signor Maltonto returned from the wars or no? I know none of that name, lady. There was none such in the army of any sort.
What is he that you mean by this, niece?
My cousin means Senor Benedict of Padua.
Oh, he's returned, and as pleasant as ever he was. How many hath he killed and eaten in these wars?
You criticize Signor Benedict too much, niece. But he'll get even with you, I doubt it not.
He hath done good service, lady, in these wars. It is so indeed. He is a very valiant Frenchman. He hath an excellent stomach. And a good soldier too, lady.
And a good soldier to a lady, but what is he? To a lord.
A lord to a lord, a man, stuffed with all honorable virtues. It is so indeed. He is no less than a stuffed man, but for the stuffing, well, we are all mortal.
You must not, man, mistake my niece. There's sort of a merry war between Signor Benedict and her. They never meet, but there's a skirmish of wit between them.
Alas, he means nothing by that. In our last conflict, 4 of his 5 wits went halting off, and now is the whole man governed with blood. Who is his companion now? He hath everyone the new sworn brother.
He is most in the company of the bright noble Claudio.
Oh Lord, he will hang upon him like a disease. He is sooner caught than the pestilence, and the taker roams presently mad. God help the noble Claudio! If he have caught the Benedict, it will cost him £1,000 ere he be cured.
I will be friends with you, lady.
You good friend.
Don Pedro is approaching.
Good Signor Leonato, have you come to meet your trouble? The fashion of the world is to avoid cost, and yet you encounter it.
Well, never came trouble to my house in the likeness of your grace, for trouble being gone, comfort shall remain. But when you depart, sorrow abides and happiness takes its leave.
You embrace your duty too willingly. I think this is your daughter?
Well, her mother hath many times told me so.
Were you in doubt, sir, that you asked her?
Signor Benedict, no, for then you were but a child.
You're well answered, Benedict. We may guess by this what you are. Be grateful, lady, for your life, your honorable father.
If Signor Leonato be her father, she would not have her his head on her shoulders for all of Messina, as like him as she is.
I wonder that you will still be talking, Signor Benedict. Nobody marks you.
What's my dear lady disdain? Are you yet living?
Is it possible Disdain should die while she hath such meat food feeded as Signor Benedict? Courtesy itself must convert to disdain if you come in her presence.
Then courtesy's a traitor, for it is certain I'm loved of all the ladies, only you excepted, and I wish I could find in my heart that I had not a hard heart, for truly I love none.
A dear happiness to women! They would else have been troubled with a pernicious sinner. I thank God, my cold blood, I'm of your humor for that. I had rather hear my dog bark at a crow than a man still there. He loves me.
God, keep your ladyship still in that mind, so some gentleman or other shall escape a predestinate scratched face.
Scratching could not make it worse, and for such a face as yours were.
Well, you are a rare parent, teacher.
A bird of my tongue is better than a beast of yours.
I would my horse have the speed of your tongue, and so good a continuer. But keep in your way, in God's name, I have done.
You always end with a jade's trick. I know you are old.
That is the sum of all, Leonato. Signor Claudio, Signor Benedict. My dear friend Leonato hath invited you all. I tell him we shall stay only a month, but he heartily prays some occasion may detain us longer, and I dare swear he's no hypocrite, but prays from his heart.
If you swear, my lord, you shall not be forsworn. I welcome you, John, for being reconciled to the prince your brother. I owe you all duty.
I thank you. I'm not of many words, but I do thank you.
Please, your grace, Leon.
Your hand, Leonardo. We'll go together.
Oh.
Oh, Benedict! Is that not the daughter of Signor Leonardo?
I noted her not, but I looked on her.
Is she not a modest young lady?
Do you question me, as an honest man should do, for my simple, true judgment? Or would you rather have me speak after my custom, as being a professed tyrant to their sex?
Well, no, I pray you speak in sober judgment.
Why? In faith, methinks she's too low for a high praise, too brown for a fair praise, and too little for a great praise. Only this commendation I can afford her, that were she other than as she is, she were unhandsome. And being no other but as she is, I do not like her.
Thou thinkest me to be in sports. Come, I pray thee, tell me truly how I like her.
Would you buy her that you inquire after her?
The world buys such a jewel?
Yeah, and a case to put it into.
Mine eye. Well, she's the fairest lady I ever looked upon.
I can see yet without spectacles, and I see no such matter. There is her cousin Beatrice, and though she were not possessed with a fury, exceeds her as much in beauty as the 1st of May doth the last of December. But I hope you have no intent to turn husband. Have you?
I would scarce trust myself, though I have sworn the contrary.
Is it come to this? Shall I never see a bachelor of threescore again? Go to in faith in thy needs, thrust thy neck into a yoke, wear the print of it, and sigh away Sundays. Looked on Pedro's return to seek you.
What secret hath helped you here that you followed not to Leonardo's?
I would your grace stop me from telling.
I charge thee on my allegiance.
On my allegiance? On my allegiance? He is in love with who? With hero Leonardo's short daughter.
And if you love her, the lady's very well worthy.
You speak this to trick me, my lord?
By my truth, I speak my thought.
And in faith, my lord, I spoke mine. That I love her, I feel.
That she is worthy, I know.
That I neither feel how she should be loved, nor how she should be worthy, is the opinion fire cannot melt out of me. I will dine it at the stake.
Thou wasn't ever an obstinate heretic in that hated beauty.
That never could maintain his love, but in the force of his will.
That a woman conceived me. I thank her that she brought me up. I likewise give her a most humble thanks. But that I will have a horn winded in my forehead, or I'll hang my bugle in an invisible baldric, all women shall pardon me, because I will not do them the wrong to mistrust any. I will do myself the right to trust none. And so the fineness for which I may go the finer, I will die a bachelor.
I shall see thee ere I die look pale with love.
With anger, with sickness, or with hunger, my lord, not with love.
Well, if ever dost thou fall from this theme, thou wilt provide a notable argument for it. In time, the savage bull doth bear the yoke.
The savage bull may, but if ever the sensible Benedict bear it, pluck the horns off of the bull, place them in my forehead, and let me be vitally painted in such great letters as they write, "Here is good horse to hire," and let them signify under my sign, "Here you may see Benedict, the merry man."
Well, that will change in time. In the meantime, repair to Signor Leonardo's and commend him to me. Tell him I will not fail him at supper, for he hath made great preparations.
I have almost matter enough in me for such an embassage, and so I leave you.
My liege, your highness now may do me good.
My love is thine to teach it but how, and thou wilt see how apt it is to learn any hard lesson that may do thee good.
Well, hath we not any sons, my lord?
No child but hero, she's his only heir. Dost thou love her, Claudio?
Oh, my lord! Well, when thou went onward on this ended action, I looked on her with the soldier's eye that light, and I had a rougher task in hand than to drive liking to the name of love. But now I am returned, and those war gods have left their places vacant. Into their rooms come throwing these soft and delicate desires, while prompting me how very young hero is, saying I liked her ere I went to wars.
And I will sleep with her, and with her fathering, she shall be thine. Was it not to this end that thou beganst to twist so fine a tale?
Ah, sweetly did I was minister to love, that no love's grief by his complexion.
And I will fit thee with the remedy. I know we shall have revelling tonight, and I will assume thine part in some disguise and tell fair hero, I am Claudio. And in her bosom I will unclasp my heart and take her here prisoner with the force of my amorous tale. And I will speak with her and with her father, and she shall be mine, and practice the precedent.
How now, wife? Where is my nephew? Hath he provided this music?
He is very busy, lad. But husband, I can tell you strange news that you yet not dreamt of.
Are they good?
As the events stand so, but they show well outwardly, they have a good cover. The Prince and Count Claudio, walking in a thick bleached alley in mine orchard, were thus much overheard by me. The Prince discovered to Claudio that he loved our daughter Hero, meant to acknowledge it this night in the dance, and, if found accordant, would take a present time by top and speak immediately with you, love.
Well, how does the dream until it appear itself? I will acquaint my daughter with all, so that she may be better prepared for an end. Imperative should this be true. Well, don't you tell her it! Oh, friends, you know what you must do. You must say, come with me. I will use your skill. Nephew! Care in this busy time!
What the good you, my lord? Why are you thus out of measure sad?
So measure the occasion that breeds. Therefore, the sadness is without limit.
You must give reason.
For what I have heard, it no blessing brings it.
If not present remedy, at least the patient suffers.
I wonder that thou, being as thou saidst thou art, born under Saturn, goes to apply a moral medicine to the mortifying mischief. I cannot hide what I am. I must be sad when I am caused, and smile at no man's jest, eat when I am hungry, and wait on no man's leisure, sleep when I am drowsy, and tend on no man's business, and laugh when I am merry, and flatter no man in his humor.
Yea, but you must not make the full show of this, till you may do it without controlment. You have of late opposed your brother, and he hath taken you newly into his grace, where it is impossible that you may take tribute by the fair weather that you make yourself.
I would rather be a canker and a hedge than a rose in his grace, and it better suits my blood to be disdain of all than a fashion of care to draw love from many. In this, though I cannot be said to be a flattering, honest man, it must not be denied that I make plain dealing ability. If I had my mouth, I would fight. If I had my liberty, I would do my liking. But in the meantime, let me be that I am, and seek not to alter me.
Can you make no use of your discontent?
I make full use of it, for I use it only.
Ratio! Hey, what news? I just came yonder from a great supper. The prince, your brother, royally entertained my Leonato. And I can give you intelligence of an intended marriage.
Would so many model build mischief on? I mean, what kind of fool is he that betroths himself to quietness?
Mary, he is your brother's right hand.
The most exquisite Claudio.
Even he.
And who? And who? Which way looks he?
Mary, on Hero, the daughter and heir of Leonato.
Well, how came you to all this?
Well, I went me behind the arras, and there heard it, agreed upon that the prince shall woo Hero for himself, and having obtained her, give her to Count Claudio.
Come, let us thither. This may serve as food for my displeasure. The young startup hath all the glory of my overthrow, and if I cross him in any way, I bless myself in every way. You both are sure, and will assist me.
To the death, my lord.
For us, my lord.
Come, let us to supper. Their cheer is the greater that I am subdued. I wish the cook were of my mind. Shall we go prove what's to be done? We'll wait upon your lordship.
Was not Count John at supper?
I saw him not. How hardly that gentleman looks. I never could see him. But I'm heartburned an hour after.
He is of a very melancholy disposition. He were the perfect man were they just in the midway between him and Benedict. One is too like an image, says nothing, and the other too like my ladies of the sun, evermore tablet.
Well then have Signor Benedict's tongue in Count John's mouth, and have Count John's melancholy in Signor Benedict's face.
With a good leg and a good foot, uncle, and money enough in his purse, such a man could buy any woman in the world if he could but win her good favor.
That will never get thee a husband if thou so shrewd of thy tongue.
In faith, she's too cursed.
Too cursed is more than cursed. I shall lessen God's sending that way, for it is said, God sends a cursed cow, a short horn, but to a cow, too cursed. He sends none.
So by being too cursed, God sends you no horns?
Just, if he send me no husband, for the which blessing I am at him upon my knees every morning and evening. Lord, I could not endure a man with a beard on his face. I would rather lie in a mullet.
Well then light upon a husband who hath no beard.
What should I do with him? Dress him in my apparel and make him my waiting gentleman. He that hath a beard is more than a youth, and he that hath no beard is less than a man. And he that is more than a youth is not for me, and he that is less than a man, I am not for him. Therefore, I will strike a deal with the bear herd and lead his apes into hell.
I'll then go you into hell.
No, but to the gate. And there will the devil meet me like an old couple with horns on his head and say, "Get you to heaven, Beatrice. Get you to heaven. There's no place for you, babe." So, deliver I up my apes and away to St. Peter for the heavens. He shows me where the bachelors sit, and there we live as merry as the day is long.
Well, daughter, I trust you will be ruled by your father.
Yes, in faith, it is my cousin's duty to make courtesy and say, "Father, as it please you." And yet, for all that, cousin, let him be a handsome fellow, or else make another courtesy and say, "Father, as it please me."
Well, niece, I hope to see you one day fitted with a husband.
Not till God make men of some other metal than earth. To be overmastered by a piece of valiant dust. To make an account of her life to a clod of wayward moral. No, uncle, all done. Adam's sons are my brethren, and truly I hold it a sin to match in my kindred.
Well, daughter, remember what I told you. If the prince do solicit you in that way, you know your answer.
The fault will be in the music, cousin, if you be not wooed at the proper time. If the prince be too important, tell him there is measure in everything, and so dance out the answer.
Thank you, Rose!
Walk about with your friend?
So you walk softly and look sweetly and say nothing. I'm yours for the dance, especially when I dance away.
With me in your company?
I may say so when I please.
And when does it please you to say so?
When I like your favor, for God defend your face, remember your mouth.
Speak low if you speak love.
I would if you did like me.
So would not I for your own sake for many ill qualities.
Oh no, which is one?
I say my prayers aloud.
Well, I love you the better. The hearers may cry. Amen.
Match me with a good dancer.
Amen.
And rock you out of my sight when the dance is done.
Answer, clerk. No more words. The clerk is answered.
Signor Antonio.
At a word, I am not.
I know you by the barbling of your head.
To tell you true, I counterfeit him.
You could never do him so ill well unless you were the very man.
At a word, I am not.
Come, come. Do you think I do not know you by your excellent wit? Can virtues hide itself? Hush. You argue. Graces appear, and there's an end. You not tell me who told you so?
No, you shall pardon me.
Nor will you not tell me who you are?
Not now.
That I was disdainful, and that I had my good wit out of the 100 fairy tales. Well, this was Signor Benedict that said so.
What is he?
I'm sure you know him well enough.
Not I. Believe me.
Did he ever make you laugh?
I pray you. What is he?
Why, he is the prince's jester, a very dull fool. Only his gift is in devising impossible slanders. None but libertines delight in him, and his commendation is not in his wit, but in his villainy, for he both pleases men and angers them, and then they laugh at him and eat him. I am sure he is in a fleet. I would he had spoken to me.
When I know the gentleman, I will tell him what you say.
Do. He'll but break a comparison or two on me which peradventure not laughed at or not marked at, strikes him into melancholy, and then the fool will eat no supper that night. He was full of leers.
It is true my brother is amorous on Hero, and hath withdrawn with your father to speak with him about him. The revelers have all left, and yet one master remains.
And that is Claudio. I know him by his bearings.
Are you not Signor Benedict?
You know me well, I am he.
Signor, you are very near to my brother in his love, and I would pray that you dissuade him from her. She is no equal for his birth, and you may be the part of an honest man.
Well, how know you he loves her?
I heard him swear his affection to her.
So did I too. He swore he would have her married by tonight.
Come, let us to the supper.
Must answer I, name of Benedict. Let's hear these ill news with the ears of Claudio. Well, 'tis certain so, the prince woos for himself. Friendship is constant in all other things, save in the office and affairs of love. Well, therefore, let all hearts that love speak in their own tongues. Let every eye negotiate for itself. Trust no agent. For beauty is a witch, against whose charms faith melteth into passion. This is an accident of hourly proof, which I mistrusted not. Farewell, therefore, hero.
Count Claudio.
Yea, the same.
Come, will you go with me?
Whither?
Even to the next willow, about your business, counting for the princess got your hero.
I wish him joy of her.
Why? But did you think the prince would have treated you thus?
I pray you, leave me.
Ho ho! Now you strike like the blind man, striking the messenger rather than the thief.
If it will not be, I'll leave you.
Alas, poor hurt fowl, now will he creep into sedges. But with that my lady Beatrice know me and not know me, the prince is fool? It may be I go into that title because I'm married, but so I'm apt to do myself wrong. I'm not so reputed. It is the base, though bitter disposition of Beatrice that puts the world into her person and so gives me out. Well, I'll be revenged as I may.
Now, sir, first Claudio, did you see him?
Troth, my lord, I have played the part of Lady Fame. I have found him here as melancholy as a lodge in a warren. I told him, and I think I told him true, that your grace had got the goodwill of this young lady. So I offered him my company to a willow, either to make him a garland as being forsaken, or to bind him a rod as worthy to be whipped.
To be whipped? What's his fault?
The flat transgression of a schoolboy who, with being overjoyed with finding the bird's nest, shows it his companion, and he steals it.
I will but teach them to sing and restore them to the owner.
By my faith, you say honestly.
The Lady Beatrice hath a quarrel with you. The gentleman that danced with her said she's much wronged by you.
Oh, she misused me past the endurance of the block. My very visor began to assume life and scold with her. She told me, not thinking I had been myself, that I was the prince's jester. That I was lower than a great thought, uttering jest upon jest with such impossible conveyance, I stood like a man at the mark with a whole army shooting at me. Her words are daggers, and every word stabs. If her breath were as terrible as her terminations, there were no living near her. She would infect the North Star. I would not marry her, though she were endowed with all Adam had left him before he transgressed. Come, talk not of her. I would to God some scholar exercise her back to hell, for certainly, while she is here on earth, a man may live as quietly in hell as in a sanctuary, and people sin upon purpose because they would go there. So indeed, all this quiet horror and perturbation follows her.
Look, here she comes.
Will your grace command me any service to the world's end? I will go on the slightest errand to the antipodes you can devise to send me on. I'll fetch you a toothpicker from the furthest inch of Asia. I'll bring you the length of Prester John's foot. I'll fetch you a hair off Kubla Khan's beard. Do you any embassage to the pygmies rather than hold 3 hours conference with this harpy? You have no employment for me?
None but to desire your good company.
Oh God, here is a dish I love not. I cannot endure my lady's tongue.
Pobrecito.
Come, lady, come. You've lost the heart of Signor Benedict.
Oh, I think it's so, my lord. He lent it me a while, and I paid him interest for it. A double heart for his single one. Married, once before he won it of me with false dice. Therefore, your grace may well say, I have lost it.
Put him down, lady. Put him down.
So I would not. He should do me, my lord, lest I prove the mother of fools. I have brought you Count Claudio, whom you sent me to seek.
Why, how now, Count? Wherefore? Art thou sad?
Not sad, my lord.
How then, sick?
Neither, my lord.
The Count is neither sad, nor sick, nor merry, nor well, but civil. Civil, Count. Civil as an orange. Something of that jealous complexion.
In faith, lady, I think your blazon to be true, though. I'll be sworn if he be so, his conceit is false. Here, Claudio, I've wounded thy name, and fair hero is one. I've spoken with her father, his goodwill obtained. Name the day of marriage, and God give you joy.
Count, take of me my daughter, and with her my fortunes. His grace hath made it a match, and all our grace say amen to it.
Speak, Claudio. What's your cue?
Silence is the perfectest herald of joy. I would be a little happy if I could say how much. Lady, as you are mine, I am yours. I give away myself for you and dote upon the exchange.
Speak, cousin, for you cannot stop his mouth with a kiss and let him not speak neither.
In faith, lady, you have a merry heart.
I think it's so, my lord. It keeps on the windy side of here. My cousin tells him in his ear that he is in her heart.
And so she doth, cousin.
Good Lord for alliance! Thus goes everyone into the world but I. And I may sit in a corner and cry, hi-ho for a husband.
Well, Lady Beatrice, I will get you one.
No, no. I'd rather have one of your father's gang. Had your grace never a brother like you? Your father made excellent husbands and a maid could come by them.
Will you have me, lady?
No! Working babes.
married best becomes you, for you were born in a happy hour.
No, sure, my lord. My mother cried. But then there was a star dance, and under that was I born. Uncle! God give you joy.
Niece, will you look for those things I told you of?
Pray for mercy. By your grace's pardon.
By my troth, a pleasant-spirited lady.
There's little of the melancholy element in her. She's never sad, but when she sleeps, and not sad then. My daughter says that, well, she often dreams of unhappiness and wakes herself with laughter.
She cannot endure to hear tell of a husband.
Oh, no. She mocks all of her rulers out of suit.
She would make an excellent wife for Benedict.
When we married, they talk themselves mad!
Henceforth means you to go to church.
Well, tomorrow, my lord. The sun goes on crutches to know how all is right.
Not till Monday, my lord, which is hence just a 7 night, and time too short to have all things entered in my mind.
Come, you shake the head at so long of breathing. But I warn thee, Claudio, the time shall not go duly by us. I will in the interim undertake one of Hercules' great labors, which is to bring the Lady Beatrice and Signor Benedict together in a mountain of affection one with the other. I would fain have an match, and doubt but not to fashion it. If you four will administer such assistance as I will give you direction.
My lord, I'm with you, though it cost me 10 nights watchings.
Run down, my lord.
And you too, gentle hero?
I will do any modest office, my lord, tell my cousin to a good husband.
And Benedict is not the most unhopefulest husband that I know. Thus far, I can praise him. He's of a noble strain of approved valor and confirmed honesty. And I will teach you how to humor your cousin, that she shall fall in love with Benedict. And I, with your two helps, will so practice on Benedict that, in despite of his quick wit and queasy stomach, he shall fall in love with the Lady Beatrice. If we can do this, Cupid, no longer an archer, for we are the only love gods. Come in with me and I will tell you my drift.
It is so. Count Claudius be married to the daughter of Leonato.
Yea, my lord, but I can cross it.
Any bar, any cross, any impediment will be met with you. I am sick of displeasure to him. And anything that comes athwart his affection ranges evenly with mine. So tell me, how canst thou cross this marriage?
Ooh, not so honestly, my lord, but so covertly that no dishonesty shall appear in me.
Show me briefly how.
I think I told your lordship a year since how I am in favor of Margaret, the waiting gentlewoman to Hero.
I remember. Well, what life is in that to be the death of this marriage?
The poison of that lies in you to create. Go you to the prince your brother, but spare him not tell him he hath wronged in his honor in marrying the renowned Claudio, whose estimation you mightily hold up to a contaminated harlot, such one as Hero.
What proof shall I make of that?
Proof enough to misuse the prince, to vex Claudio, to undo Hero, and to kill Leonato. Look you for any other result?
Only to torment them? I will endeavor anything.
Yes! Well, go then! Find me a suitable hour to draw Dog, Pedro, and Count Claudio alone. Tell them you know that Hero loves me. They will scarcely believe this without proof. Offer them instances which are bear no less likelihood than to hear me call Margaret's Hero, and bring them to see this the very night before the intended wedding. For in the meantime, I shall so fashion the matter that Hero shall be absent, and there shall appear such seeming truth of Hero's disloyalty, that jealousy shall be called assurance, and all preparation overthrown!
Grow this what adverse issue you can. Be the cunning in the working of this, and thy fee is $1,000.
Be you constant in the accusation, and my cunning shall not shame me.
I shall go presently, but the day of their wedding.
In my chamber window lies a book. Bring it hither to me in the orchard.
But I am here already, sir.
I know that. I would have thee hence and here again. I do much wonder that one man, seeing how much another is a fool when he dedicates his behaviors to love, will, after he had laughed at such shallow follies in others, will become the argument of his own scorn. And such a man is Claudio. I have known when there was no music with him but the drum and the fife, and now he would rather hear the tabor and pipe. I have known when he would have walked 10 miles afoot to see a good armor. Now will he lie 10 nights awake, planning the fashion of a new jacket. He was wont to speak plain and to the purpose, like an honest man and a soldier. Now is he turned a poet. It's worth a very fantastical banquet. Just so many strange dishes. May I be so converted and see with these eyes? I cannot tell. I think not. I will not be sworn, but love may transform me to an oyster. But I'll take my oath on it. Till love hath made an oyster of me, love will never make me such a fool. One woman is fair, yet I'm well. Another wise, yet I am well. Another virtuous, yet I am well. Till all graces be in one woman shall not come into my grace. Rich she shall be, that's certain. Wise, or I'll none. Virtuous, or I'll never cheapen her. Fair, or I'll never look on her. Mild, or come not near me. Noble or not I for an angel. Of good discourse, and an excellent musician, and her hair shall be of whatever color it pleases God. The Prince and Monsieur Love, I will hide myself.
Come, shall we hear this music?
Yea, my good lord. Well, how still the evening is, especially on purpose as though to grace harmony.
See you where Benedict hath hid himself?
Oh, very well, my lord. The music ended. We'll give him more than he bargained for.
Come, Balthazar, we'll hear that song again.
Oh, good, my lord, tax not so bad a voice, to slander music anyone wants.
I pray thee sing and let me woo no more.
Oh, because you talk of wooing. I will soon, since many wooer documents his suit to her leaves not worthy, yet he woos. Yet will he swear he loves him.
Now is his soul ravished.
Sigh no more, lady, sigh no more. Let word see who's ever. But word see him,
Is it not strange sheep gut should hail souls from men's bodies?
Sounds of woe. It's a hey.
tomorrow night.
The best I can, my lord.
Do so. Farewell. Come hither, Leonato. What was it that you told me of today, that your niece Beatrice was in love with Signor Benedict?
Oh, hi! Stock on the bow 6. I did never think that lady would have loved any man.
No, neither I. But most wonderful that she thought upon Signor Benedict, whom she in all outward appearances seemed ever to abhor.
Is it possible? Sits the wind in that corner?
Oh, I'm a chocolate. I cannot tell what to think of it. She loves him with an enraged affection. Maybe that's the infinite of thought.
Oh, faith, that is likely.
Oh God, counterfeit? Well, never came counterfeit of passion so near the life of passion as she discovers it.
Why? What offensive passion showed she?
Baits the hook well, this fish will bite.
What effect, my lord? She will send you. You heard my daughter tell you how.
Ooh, she did indeed.
How you amaze me. I would have thought her spirit to be invincible against all assaults of affection.
I should think this a goal, but that the white-haired fellow speaks it. Knavery sure cannot hide himself in such reverence.
Oh, ye have taken the infection. Hold it out.
Hath she made her affection known to Benedict?
No, it's where she never will. That's her torment.
Ah, 'tis true indeed, or so your daughter says. Shall I, says she, who so oft encountered him with scorn, writes to him that I love him?
Oh, for she is up 20 times a night sitting there in her smock till she hath writ a sheet of paper. And she dare that she do 1,000 halfpence, rail at herself that she doth be so immodest, to one whom she knew would flout her.
And then down upon her knees she falls. She weeps. She sobs. Oh, she beats her heart. She tears her hair. She prays. She curses. Oh, sweet Benedict. God give me patience.
Oh, she doth indeed, my daughter said so. And the ecstasy hath so much overborne her that my daughter's afeard she will do unto herself a desperate outbreak. No. She's most true.
It were good that she should make her love known for Benedict if he will not discover it.
But to what end? He would but make a sport of it and torment the poor lady worse.
And he should, if we're an alms to hang him. She's an excellent sweet lady, and out of all suspicion, she is virtuous.
And she is exceeding wise.
In everything but in loving Benedict.
Rain! Oh my God! I feel sorry for my niece being her uncle and her guardians.
I wish she would have bestowed this dotage on me. I would have daffed all other respects and made her half myself. I pray you, tell Benedict of it. Hear what he will say.
Word good, think you?
Oh, well, hero thinks surely. Well, she will die. For she says she will die if you love her not. And she will die. Ere she make her love known, and she will just die. If you woo her, rather than she makes one single breath of her accustomed grossness.
She doth well indeed, for 'tis very possible if she should make tender of her love, they'll surrender. As a matter of fact, for your niece. Shall we tell Benedict of her love?
One day, never tell him, my lord, but let her wear it out with good counsel.
But she may wear her heart out first.
Let it cool a while, for I love Benedict well and could wish he would modestly examine himself to see how unworthy he is so good a lady.
Will you walk? Dinner is ready.
If you do not dote on her upon this, I will never trust my expectation.
The sport of it will be one holds an opinion of another's dotage, and no such matter. Let us have Beatrice call him to dinner.
Yeah!
Woo!
This can be no trick. The conference was sadly born. They have the truth of it from Hero. They seem to pity the lady. It seems her affections have their full bent. Love me? Why? It must be requited. I hear how I am censured. They say I will bear myself proudly if I perceive the love come from her. They say, too, that she would rather die than show any sign of affection. I must not seem proud. Happy are they that hear their faults and can put them to mending. They say the lady is fair. 'Tis a truth. I can bear them witness. Virtuous? 'Tis so. I cannot reprove it. And wise, but for loving me, by my troth, it is no addition to her wit, no nor great argument for her folly, for I will be horribly in love with her. I may have some odd quirks and remnants of a wit broken on me after I've railed so long against marriage, but doth not the appetite alter? A man loves to mate in his youth that he cannot endure in his age. No, the world must be peopled. When I said I would die a bachelor, I didn't think I'd live till I were married. Here comes Lady Beatrice. By this day, she is a fair lady. I do spy some marks of love in her.
Against my will, I am sent to bid you come into dinner.
I thank you for your pains, Lady Beatrice.
I took no more pains for those thanks than you take pains to thank me. If it had been painful, I would not have come.
You take pleasure in the message, then?
Yea, just so much as you may take upon a knife's point and choke a doll withal. You have no stomach, senor? Fare you well.
Against my will, I am sent to bid you come into dinner. There's a double meaning in that! I took no more pains for those thanks than you take pains to thank me. Well, that's as much as to say, any pains I take for you is as easy as thanks. If I do not take her of pity, I'm a villain. If I do not love her, I'm a fool. I will go get her picture.
Good Margaret! Come into the parlor. There I shall find my cousin Beatrice speaking with the Prince and Claudio. Whisper her and tell her I and Ursula walk here about, and our entire discourse is all of her. And bid her steer where she can hide her to overhear us. Now, this is mine office. Fare thee well, and leave us alone.
I will make her come, I warrant you presently.
Now, Ursula, when Beatrice doth come, our talk must only be of Benedict. Let it be thy part to praise him more than ever man can merit. Now, look, we're close to the ground where the laughing Beatrice runs to hear our compliments. The pleasant sailing is to see the fish cut with golden roses of her sheep. Freely devoured the treasure's face. Hear not my part of the dialogue. Then we go near her, that her ear was nothing of the false sweet bait we lay for it. they did entreat me to acquaint her of it, but I persuaded them that if they loved Benedict, we should wrestle with affection and never let the interest go in it. Why should you so? Doth not the gentleman deserve as full a fortune as ever Beatrice shall? Can't you call me? Oh, God bless! But nature never framed a woman's heart with prouder stuff than that of Beatrice. Disdain and scorn bright sparkling in her eyes, misprizing what they look upon. And her face, how you felt so heavy, that to her all my else seems weak. She cannot love, nor take shape, nor reject affection. She is so self-endeared. Sure, I think so, and therefore it were not good she is loved less. She makes word out of it. Why, you speak truth. I never yet saw a man how wise, how noble, how young, how rarely reached of that Senor Benedict. But she would spell him backwards, and so turned she every man the wrong side up, and never gives him truth and virtue. Thou simpleness and merit may purchase it.
Sure, such carving is not commendable.
No, not to be so odd from all fashions as Beatrice is cannot be commendable. But who dare tell her that? If I should speak, she would not be there. She would laugh me out of myself, press me to death with wit. Therefore, let Benedict like cover fire, after boy and sides, and waste it with me. Better death than die with mocks, which is as thou desire particularly.
Yet tell her of it. Hear what she will say.
No, rather I will go to Benedict and counsel him against his passion. And truly I'll devise some honest slanders to stain my cousin. You better not. One
Oh, do not do your cousin such a wrong. She cannot be so much without true judgment as she is prized to have as to refuse so. Rare gentleman is Senor Benedict.
Indeed, he is the only man in Italy. Always accepted my dear Claudio.
I pray you not be angry with me, madam. Speaking my fancy of Senor Benedict, for shoot, bearing, argument, and valor goes foremost in report throughout Italy.
Indeed, he hath an excellent good name.
His excellence did earn it ere he had it. When are you married, madam?
Why, every day after tomorrow. Come, go in. I'll show you some tries I'll furnish me. If it proves some and loving goes by halves. Some people's arrows and some traps.
What? Fire is in my ears. Can this be true? Stand I condemned for pride and scorn so much? Contempt, farewell, and maiden pride, adieu! No glory lives behind the back of such. And Benedict, love on. I will requite thee, taming my wild heart to thy loving hand. If thou dost love my kind,
My kindness.
my kindness shall incite thee. Bind our loves up in a holy band, for others say thou dost deserve, and I believe it better than reportingly. Yes!
I do but stay till your marriage be made consummate. Then I go towards Aragon.
Well, I'll bring you thither, my lord, if you'll vouchsafe me.
Nay, that'd be a great soil in the new blossom of your marriage, as to show a child his new coat and forbid him to wear it. I will be but bold with Benedict, for from the crown of his head to the sole of his foot, he is all mirth.
bachelor's party, my lord.
And I indeed. 'Tis no matter though.
Leonardo, tell me, how is Hero?
She indeed did well. Benedict does look sad though.
Does. He shaved recently, has he not?
He looks younger than me.
I'll tell you what, Leonardo, when a man doth shave, he truly is in love.
Indeed, by my soul.
Prince, doth it not look like Leonardo I've got some of my poker chips?
It doth indeed.
Oh.
Ah,
Well, in that case, I'm all in.
Ah, here's the man we went to seek. Come hither, Benedict.
What were you saying? From the head to foot, he is all
Oh.
mirth, you said?
Yes, indeed.
Gallons, I'm not as I have been.
so think I. He thinks you are sadder.
Oh, I hope he be in love.
Nay, there's no true drop of blood in his body to be truly affected with love. If he be sad, he wants money.
I have a toothache.
Right.
Hang it.
You must hang it first, and then draw it afterwards.
What, sigh for the toothache?
Well, everyone can master a grief, but he that has it.
And yet say I, he is in love. If he be not in love with some woman, there's no believing the old signs.
Hath any man seen him at the barber's?
No. But the barber's man hath been seen with him.
Truly, he looks younger than he did.
Nay, he rubs himself with perfume. Can you smell him out by that? Oh,
Well, that's much to say. What a sweet use in love.
the greatest of it is in his melancholy.
And when does he wants to wash his face?
Conclude the youth is in love.
Well, nay, yet I know who loves him.
That I would know too. With the one that knows him not.
Ah, yes, and his ill conditions, and yet, in despite of all, dies for him.
She shall be buried with her face upwards.
Yet, this is no charm for a toothache. Good sir, I have studied 8 or 9 wise words to speak with you that these haughty horses does not hear.
By my life, to speak with him about Beatrice.
Ah, 'tis even so. In this, Hero and Margaret have played their parts with Beatrice, and then the two bears will not fight each other when they meet.
My lord and brother, God save you.
Good evening, brother.
If your liege served, I would speak with you.
In private?
If it please you, yet Count Claudio may hear, for what I have to say concerns him as well.
What's the matter?
Meet your lordship to be married tomorrow.
You know he does.
I know not that when he knows what I am.
Well, if there be any impediments, I pray you discover it.
You may think I love you not. Let that appear hereafter, and aim to better me by that I will now manifest.
Why? What's the matter?
I came hither to tell you, and the details shortened, the lady's disloyal.
What, who? Hero?
Even she. Leonardo's hero, your hero, every man's hero.
Well, disloyal!
The word is too good to make out her wickedness. I would say she will worse. Wonder not to further warn. Go up with me tonight, and you'll see the proof of what I say. If you love her then, tomorrow you can wed her. But it would benefit your honor to change your mind.
May this be so?
I will not think it.
If you confess not that you see, admit not that you know. If you will follow me, I will show you enough. And when you see more and heard more, you can proceed accordingly.
If I see anything tonight, why I should not wed Hero. But tomorrow, there in the congregation where I should be married, there will I shame her.
And as I woo for thee to obtain her, I will join with thee to disgrace her.
Well, as for my part, I will disparage her no further till both of you are my witnesses. Bear coldly but till midnight, and let the issue show itself.
Oh, damn, toward me turned.
Well, mischief strangely thwarts him.
Oh, play, right, well invented. So you'll say when you see the sequel.
soul.
Nay, that royal punishment's too good for them, having any allegiance in them, being chosen for the prince's watch.
Well, give them the charge, David Dogberry.
First, who think you the most disheartened man to be constable of the watch?
Hugh Oakcake, sir, or George Seacole, for they can read and write.
Come hither, neighbor Seacole, for God hath blessed you with a good name. To be a well-favored man is the gift of fortune, but to read and write comes by nature.
Both which, Master Constable?
You have, I knew it would be your answer, welfare your favor, sir. Why, give God thanks, but make no boast of it. And for your reading and writing, why, let that appear when there's no need for such vanity. You are thought to be the most senseless and fit man for constable of the watch. Therefore, bear you the lantern. This is your charge. You shall comprehend all vagrant men, and you are to bid any man stand in the prince's name.
How if you'll not stand?
I then take no note of him, and presently call on the rest of the watch, and thank God you are rid of a knave.
If you will not stand when he is bidden, he is none of the prince's subjects.
Truly, and they are to meddle with none but the prince's subjects. You shall make no noise in the streets, for the watch to babble and to talk is most tolerable and not to be endured.
We would rather sleep than talk. We know what belongs to a watch.
Why, you speak like most quiet and ancient watchmen. For I cannot see how sleeping should offend. Only have a care that your weapons not be stolen. You are to go to all the alehouses, and meet those who are drunk, and get them to bed.
What if they will not?
Why then let them alone till they are sober? If they make you not the better answer, why you may say they are not the men you took them for.
Oh, sir.
If you meet a thief in the night, you may suspect it by the virtue of your office to be no true man, and to be any such kind of man. Why, the more you meddle or make with them, why, the more is for your honesty.
If we know him to be a thief, shall we not lay hands on him?
Truly, by your office you may, but I think that those who touch pitch will be defiled. The most peaceable way, if you do meet a thief, is to let him show himself what he is, then steal out of your company.
You have always been called a
Oh.
merciful man, partner.
Truly, I would not hang a dog by my own will, much more a man who hath any honesty in him.
Now, if you shall hear a child cry out in the night, you shall call to the nurse and bid her still it.
How if the nurse be asleep and will not hear it?
Why then, let the child wake her with crying, for that you cannot hear the lamb when it bads, will never hear the lamb when it bleats.
'Tis very true.
This is the end of your charge. You constable, are to represent the prince's own person. And if you meet the prince in the night, you may stop him by the virtue of your office.
Nay, by Our Lady, I think it not.
5 shillings to 1 on it. With any man that knows the law, he may stop the prince. Of course, not without the prince be willing.
By Our Lady, I think it be so.
Well, masters, good night. And if there be anything important, call me up. Keep your fellow counsels and your own. Come, neighbor.
Well, masters, we hear our charge. Let us go.
One word more, honest neighbor. I pray you watch about Signor Leonato's door. For the wedding being there tomorrow, there be a great toil tonight. Adieu. Be vigilant, I beseech you.
What, Conrad? Beast or not? Conrad, I say!
Here, man, I'm at thy elbow.
Stand thee close, then, and I will, like a true drunkard, utter all to thee.
Treachery, masters, you stand close.
Know that I have earned the Don John $1,000.
Is it possible that any villainy should be so dear?
Well, thou should rather ask if it were possible any villainy should be so rich.
I know that man. He's been a vile thief this 7 year. He goes up and down like a gentleman. I remember his name.
Did thou not hear somebody?
woman by the name of Hero. I tell this tale by legend. But I should first tell you how the Prince Claudio and my master, planted, placed, and possessed by my master Don John, saw far off this amorous encounter.
I thought that Margaret was Hero.
Two of them did, the Prince and Claudio. But the devil my master knew she was Margaret. And partly by his oaths, which first possessed them, and partly by the dark night, which did deceive them, but chiefly by my villainy, which did confirm any slander that Don John had made. And the way when Claudio, enraged, swore that he would meet her as he was appointed next morning at the church, and there, before the whole congregation, shame her with what he saw overnight, and send her home again, without a husband.
Lead charge of the prince's name. Stand!
I got him!
Hold the
This is the most dangerous.
And one Baracus with him. I know him. He wears a lock.
Master! Master!
No enforcement comes to wartime warrants you.
Master! Never speak! We charge you to accuse these men to govern us! You're like to prove a goodly commodity being taken up by these men's bills.
A commodity in question, I warn you. Come, I will obey you.
Hope to dress me good cause, good neck, and our son.
What would you with me, honest neighbors?
Marry, sir, we would have some conflict that discerns you nearly.
Brief, I pray, for it is a busy time.
Marry, that this it is, sir.
Yes, in truth it is, sir. Sir, no. What is it? Good friends.
And his wits are not so blunt as, God help, I wish they were. But in faith, as honest as the skin between his brows.
Yes, no. Yes, I thank God that I am as honest as any man living. That is a very old man. That is no more honest than I.
Our sins are under wrath. But not wrath, neighbor Burgess.
Neighbors, you are tedious. I fain know what you would say.
Yes. Mary, sir, our watch tonight, accepting of your worship's presence, have taken a couple of errant names as any in Messina.
An old man, he will be talking. As they say, when the age is in, the wit is out.
No.
God help us. It is a world to see. God's a good man. And when two men ride a horse, one must ride behind. One word more, sir.
Okay.
Our watch have comprehended two auspicious persons, and we would like them examinationed before your worship.
Take the examination yourself and bring it to me. I am now in great haste, as it would appear unto you.
It shall be sufficient.
Drink some wine, ere you go. Farewell.
My lord, they stayed for you to bring your daughter to her husband.
I will wait upon that. I am ready.
Go get you to Francis Seacole, and bid him bring his pen and inkhorn to meet us at the jail for our examination.
And we must do it wisely.
We will spare no wit, I warrant you. This will drive some to nonsense, so only get that learned writer to set up our excommunication.
Yes.
You come here, my lord, to be married to this lady?
No?
Oh, he comes to marry her, friar. Friar, you come to marry her.
You come here, my lady, to be married to this count?
I do.
If either of you know any inward impediment why you should not be conjoined, I charge you on your souls to utter it.
Know you any hero?
None, my lord.
Know you any count?
I dare make his answer none.
No one then dare to. what men may do, what men daily do not knowing what they do.
How now? Interjections?
Stand me by, friar. Father, by your leave, will you with free and unconstrained soul give me this maid, your daughter?
As freely, son, as God did give her me.
What have I to give you back whose worth may counterpoise this rich and precious gift?
Nothing, unless you render her again.
Sweet prince, you learn me noble thankfulness. There, Leonardo, take her back again! Give not this rotten orange to your friend. She is but the show and semblance of her honor. Behold how like a maid she blushes here. Oh, what authority and show of truth can cunning sin cover itself withal? Comes not that blood? Is modest evidence to witness simple virtue? Would you not swear, all you that see her, to see her made by these exterior shows? She is none. She knows the heat of a luxurious bed. Her blush is guiltiness, not modesty.
Mean by this, my lord.
Well, not to be married, not to knit my soul to a proven one.
If you, my lord, in your proof, had vanquished the resistance of her youth and made defeat of her virginity.
Well, I know what you would say. If I had known her, you would say she did embrace me as a husband, thus extenuating the forehand to say, "Oh no, Leonardo, I never tempted her with word too large, but as a brother to his sister, showed bashful sincerity and proper love."
And I ever seemed otherwise to you?
Oh, curse you, mere parents! I will write against it. You seem to me as Diane in her orb, as chaste as is the body her be blown. But you are more intemperate in your blood than Venus, or those pampered animals that rage in savage sexuality.
My brother, he doth speak so wise.
Sweet prince, why speak you not?
What should I speak? I stand dishonored to have gone about to link my dear friend to a common stale.
Are these things spoken, or do I but dream?
So, these things are spoken, and they are true.
This looks not like a nuptial.
True, oh God!
Leonardo, stand out here. Was this the prince? Is this the prince's brother? Is this face heroes? Are our eyes our own?
Oh, this is true, but what of it, my lord?
Let me but move. One question to your daughter. By that fatherly and kindly power you have in her, bid her answer truly.
I charge thee do so, as thou art my child.
Oh God, defend me! How am I to set? What kind of catechizing call you this?
So make you answer truly to your name.
Is it not hero? Who can blot that name with any just reproach?
Well, hero itself can blot out hero's virtue. What man was he? Talked with you yesterday between the hours of 12 and 1. Now, if you are a maid, answer to this.
I talked with no man at that hour, my lord!
Why then are you no maiden? Leonardo, I'm sorry you must hear upon mine honor. Myself, my brother, this brief count did see her, hear her, at that hour last night. Encounter a ruffian in the open air, most like a liberal villain, confess the violent cowards they have had 1,000 times in secret.
Fine. They are not to be named, my lord. There is not chastity enough in language without offense to utter it. Thus, pretty lady, I'm sorry for thy much misgovernance.
Oh, hero. What a hero thou hast been. Half thy outward graces have been placed about the thoughts and the counsels of thy hearts. Most fare thee well. Most foul, most fair. Farewell, thou pure in piety and impious purity. For thee, unlock up all the gates of love. On thine eyelids shall suspicion hang. To turn all beauty to thoughts of harm, and never shall more be gracious!
Have no regret.
Oh, no hero!
Come, these things have come thus to light, and they've smothered your spirits up.
How doth the lady?
Oh, fate, take not away thy heavy hand. Death is the fairest cover for her shame that can be wished for.
Oh no, sweet hero.
Have comfort, lady.
Doth she look up?
Yeah, wherefore should she not?
Wherefore? Why doth not every living thing cry shame upon her? Could she here deny the story that is printed in her blood? Do not live, hero. Do not open thine eyes. Thought I thou would not die quickly. Thought I thy spirits were stronger than thy shame. But on rearward and of reproaches strike at thy life! Grieved I had but one. Chide I for that at frugal nature's frame. Oh, one too much by thee. One! Why wast thou ever lovely in mine eyes? Why had I not with charitable hand taken up a beggar's infant at my gates? Smirched thus and mired with infamy. I could have said no part of it is mine. This shame derives itself from unknown loins. But mine I loved, and mine I praised. Mine I was proud of, mine so much that I was to myself not mine valuing of her. She has fallen into a pit of ink, and the wide sea hath drops too few to wash her clean again, and salt too little to give season to her foul, tainted flesh.
Sir, be patient! For my part, I'm so tired and wonder, I know not what to think.
Oh, on my soul, my cousin is slandered!
Lady, were you her bedfellow last night?
No. Although until last night, I have this 12-month been her bedfellow.
Confirmed! With the prince's lie, and Claudio lie, who loved her so, that speaking of her foulness, washed it with tears. Hence from her let her die!
Hear me a little. If I have only silent been so long, and given way into this course of fortune by noting of the lady, I have marked 1,000 blushing apparitions to start into her face, 1,000 innocent shames and angel whiteness beat away those blushes. And in her eyes there hath appeared a fire to burn the airs these princes hold against her maiden truth. Call me a fool, just not my reading nor my observations, my reverence calling nor divinity, if this lady lie not guilt this year under some biting air.
Friar, it cannot be. Thou seest that all the grace she hath left, she will not add to her damnation a sin of perjury. She denies it not. Why seekest thou to cover with excuse that which appears in proper nakedness?
Lady, what man is he that you are accused of?
They know that you accuse me. I know none. If I know more of any man alive than that which maiden Mossy doth mourn, let all my sins lack mercy. Oh, my father, if you can prove to me that any man conversed at hours of comfort, or that I yesterday maintained the changed words with any creature, refusing, hating, and torturing me to death.
There is some strangeness risen in the prince.
The two of them have the very best honor. And if their wisdom be misled in this practice, the practice of it lives in John the Bastard, whose spirits toil in frame of villainies.
I know not. If they speak but truth, her these hands shall tear her. But if they wrong her honor, the prowess of them shall well hear it. Time hath not yet so dried this blood of mine, and they will find it awakened in such a kind, both strength of limb and policy of mind, ability and means, and choice of friends, to quit me of them early.
Pause a while. Let my counsel sway you in this case. Your daughter here, the prince has left for dead. Let her a while be secretly kept in, and publish it that she is dead indeed. Maintain a mourning ostentation, and on the old family monument hang mournful epitaphs, and do all the rites that appertain to a burial.
What will come of this? What will this do?
She, dying, as it so must be maintained, upon the instant that she was accused, shall be lamented, pitied, and excused of every hearer. For it so falls out that what we have, we prize not to the worth whilst we enjoy it. But being lacked and lost, why then we back to value. Then we find the virtue that possession will not sow us. So will it fare with Claudio. When he hears that she died upon his words, the idea of her life shall speedily creep into his study of imagination. And every lovely organ of her life shall come apparelled in more precious habit, more moving, delicate, and full of life into the eye and prospect of his soul than when she lived in. Then shall he mourn, if ever love had interest in his heart, and wish he had not so accused her. No, though he thought his accusation true.
Senior Leonardo, let the friar advise you. And though you know my inwardness and love is very much under the Prince and Claudio, yet by mine honor, I will deal in this as secretly and justly as the soul should with the body.
Being that I flow with grief, the smallest twine may lead me.
Come, lady, die to live. This wedding days but perhaps grow long. Have patience and endure.
Lady Beatrice, have you wept all this while?
Yea, and I will weep a while longer.
I will not desire that.
You have no reason. I do it freely.
Surely, I do believe your fair cousin is wrong.
How much might the man deserve of me that would right her?
Is there any way to show such friendship?
A very direct way, but no such friend.
May a man do it?
It is a man's office, but not yours.
I do love nothing in the world so well as you! It is not that strange.
As strange as the thing I know not. It were as possible for me to say, I love nothing so well as you! Oh, well. But believe it not, and yet I lie not. I confess nothing. Won't do I deny nothing? I am sorry for my cousin.
By my word, Beatrice, thou lovest me.
Do not swear and eat it.
I will swear by it that you love me. And I will make you eat it that says I love you not.
Will you not eat your word?
With no sauce that can be devised to it, I protest, I love thee.
Why then, God forgive me!
What offense, sweet Beatrice?
You have saved me in a happy hour. I was about to protest, I loved you!
And do it with all thy heart.
I love you with so much of my heart that none is left to protest.
Come, bid me do anything for thee.
Kill Claudio.
Not for the wide world.
You kill me to deny it. For you will.
Tarry, sweet
I am
Beatrice!
so on the way I'm here. There is no love in you. I pray you let me go.
Beatrice!
In faith, I will go.
We'll be friends first.
You dare easier be friends with me than fight mine enemy?
Is Claudio thine enemy?
Is he not approved in the height a villain that hath slandered, scorned, dishonored my kinswoman? Oh God, that I were a man, but bear her in hand until they come to take hands, and then with public accusation, uncovered slander, unmitigated rancor, oh God, that I were a man! I would eat his heart in the marketplace.
Hear me, Beatrice!
Talk with a man in the open air. A proper saying.
Nay, but Beatrice!
Hero, she is wronged. She is slandered. She is undone.
Beatrice.
Oh God, that I were a man, or I had any friend who would be a man for my sake. But manhood is melted into curtsies, valor into compliment, and men are only turned into tongues and trim ones too. He is now as valiant as Hercules, that only tells a lie and swears it. I cannot be a man with wishing, therefore I will die. A woman with grieving.
Tarry, sweet Beatrice! By this hand, I love thee.
Use it for my love some other way than swearing by it.
Think you in your soul to Count Claudio the thronged hero?
Yea, as sure as I have a thought or a soul.
Enough. I am engaged. I will challenge him. I'll kiss your hand. So I leave you. By this hand, Claudio shall render me a dear account. Go comfort your cousin. I must say she is dead. So farewell.
Is our whole assembly here?
Which be the malefactors?
Marry that I am and my partner.
Hey, that's for certain. We have the exhibition to examine.
But which are the offenders that are to be accused? Let them come before Master Constable.
Yea, let them come before me. What is your name, sir? Borachio? Hey, write down Borachio! And yours, sir?
I am a woman,
Sir?
and my name is Conrad.
Pray, write down Master Woman, Conrad. Master, do you serve God?
Yea, sir, we hope.
Come thither, sir! A word in your ear. It is thought that you are false knaves. Well, sir, I say to you, we are none. Step aside. For God, they are telling the same tale. Have you written down that they are none?
Master Constable, you know not the way to examine. You need to call for the watch that are their accusers.
Yea, that be the eftest way. Let the watch come forth. Masters, I charge you to accuse these men.
This man said, ma'am, that Don John, the prince's brother, was a villain.
Right, write down Prince John a villain. Why, this is just flat out perjury to call a prince's brother a villain. Master, play the fellow peace. I do not like thy look. I promise thee.
What heard you say then else?
Mary, that he received $1,000 to Don John for accusing the lady here wrongfully.
Flat burglary as ever was committed.
By the mass, it is.
What else, fellow?
And that Count Claudio did me upon his words to disgrace Lady Hero in front of the whole assembly and not marry her.
Villain! Thou wilt be condemned into everlasting redemption for this!
What else, fellow?
This is all.
And this is more, masters, than you can deny. Prince John this evening secretly stolen away. Hero was in this very manner accused, and in this very manner refused. And upon the grief of this, suddenly died. Master Constable, you go not the way to examine. You need to bound these men and bring them to Leonardo's. I will go forth and show them their examination.
Come, let them be opinion.
Let them be in the hands of the Master Constable Norberry's companion Burgess.
All costs come away. You are an ass. You are an ass.
Dost thou not suspect my place? Dost thou not suspect my years? Oh, that she were here to write me down an ass. But masters, forget not that I am an ass. Though it not be written down, remember that I am an ass. No, villain, thou art full of piety, which will be proved upon by good witness. I'm a wise fellow. Which is more an officer? Which which is more a pretty piece of flesh as any in Messina. And I know the law. Well, come, bring them away. Go on. Oh, that she were here to write me down an ass.
You go on thus, you will kill yourself, and 'tis not wisdom thus to set grief against yourself.
Pray thee, cease thy counsel, which falls as proper as water into a sieve. Give me not counsel. Find me a father who so loved his child, whose joy of her is overflowed like mine, and bid him speak of patience. But there is no such man. So give me not counsel, for my griefs cry loud in the advertisement.
There end you men and children, nothing more.
I pray thee, peace! There will be flesh and blood. Never there was a philosopher that could endure the toothache patiently.
And not all the harm upon yourself. Make those that do offend you suffer too.
There thou speakest reason. Nay, I will do so. I feel in my soul that hero is belied. And so shall Claudio know. And so shall the prince know. And all those that do dishonor her. My lords,
We have some haste, Leonardo.
some haste. Well, good day. Are you so hasty now? Well, all is one.
Nay, do not quarrel with us, good old man.
If he could right himself of quarreling, some of us would lie dead.
Well, who wrongs him?
Thou wrong me, Claudio, thou. Dissembler, thou. I fear thee not.
Oh, Mary, with a shrew in my hand, if you should give your age such cause of fear, the faith in my hand meant nothing to my weapon.
Thou hast wronged my innocent child and me, that I am forced to lay my reverence by, and with gray hair and bruise of many days, challenge thee to trial of man. Thou hast wronged my child. Thou slander hath gone through and through her heart, that she lies buried with her ancestors, where never scandal slept, save this of yours framed by thy building.
Well, my ability?
Thine, Claudio, thine, I say.
You say not right, old man.
Oh, my lord, I'll prove it on his body if he dare.
Wait, I will not have to do with you.
Can thou so daft me? Thou hast wronged my innocent child and me, that I am forced. And thou kill me, thou killest a man.
You should kill the two of us. But that's no matter. Come follow me, boy. Come, sir boy. Come follow me. Sir boy, I will whip you from your feigning face. Yea, as I am your mother, I will.
Wife, please.
Content yourself. God knows I loved my daughter. And she is dead! Slandered to death by villains that dare as well answer a man indeed as I dare take a serpent by the tongue. Boys, apes, braggarts,
Wife, please.
hold you content. I know them husband, yea, and what they lay, even to the utmost scruple. Scambling, outfacing, fashion-mongering boys that lie and cog and flout. Deprave and slander! Go antically and show outward hideousness and speak off half a dozen dangerous words, how they might hurt their enemies if they durst.
My heart is sorry for your daughter's death, but Upon mine honor, she was charged with nothing but what was true and very full of proof.
My lords, my lords!
I will not hear you.
No. Wait. I will be heard.
You shall. Or some of us will sworn for it.
See, here comes the man we went to seek.
Now, senor, what news?
Good day, my lord.
Welcome, senor. You've almost come to part almost a fray.
In a false quarrel, there is no true valor. I came to seek you both.
Well, we have been up and down to seek thee. We are high-proof melancholy and would fain have it beaten away. Well, wouldst thou use thy wit?
It's in my sheath. Shall I draw it?
Dost thou wear thy wit by thy side?
The side of an honest man. He does look pale. Art thou sick or angry?
I will meet your wit in the career if you charge it against me. I pray you, choose another subject.
By this light, he changes more and more. I think he'd be angry indeed.
Shall I speak a word in your ear?
Well, God bless me from a challenge.
You are a villain. I jest not. I will make it good how you dare, with what you dare, and when you dare. Do me this right, or I will protest your cowardice. You have killed a sweet lady, and her death will hang heavy on you. Let me hear from you.
Well, I will meet you, so I may have good cheer.
Sir, your wit ambles well. It goes easily.
Let me tell thou how Beatrice praised thy wit the other day. I said, thou hast a fine wit. True, she said. A fine little one. Nay, I said, a great wit. Right, she says, a great gross one.
For your many courtesies, Lord, I thank you. I must discontinue your company. Your brother the bastard has fled from Messina. You have, among you, killed a sweet and innocent lady. For my lord Lackbeard there, he and I shall meet, but till then, peace be with him.
He is in earnest.
Most profound earnest. And I warrant you for love of Beatrice.
And hath challenged thee?
Yea, most sincerely.
Be soft, you, and let me be. Take up courage, my heart, and be sad. Did he not say my brother was fled?
Come you, sir! If justice cannot tame you, she shall never weigh more reasons in her balance. Nay, you be accursed hypocrite once, you must always be looked to.
How now? Two of my brother's companions bound Borachio one?
Well, hearken after their offense, my lord.
Officers, what offense have these men done?
Marry, sir, they have committed false report. Moreover, they have spoken untruths. Secondarily, they are slanders. Sixthly and lastly, they have belied a lady. Thirdly, they have spoken unjust things. And to conclude, they are lying knaves.
First, I ask thee what they have done. Thirdly, I ask thee what is their offense. Sixth and lastly, why they are committed, and to conclude, what you lay to their charge.
Rightly reasoned, and in his own division.
Masters, who have you thus offended that you are bound to answer? This learned constable is much too cunning to be understood. Masters, what is your offense?
Sweet prince, let me go no further to mine answer. Do you hear me? Let this count kill me! I have deceived even your very eyes, what your wisdoms could not discover. These shallow fools have brought to light, who in the night overheard me confessing to Conrad how Don drawn your brother and sends me to slander the lady hero. How you were brought to the orchard and saw me court Margaret in hero's garments. How you disgrace her when you should marry her. My villainy they have upon record, which I'd rather seal with mine death than repeat over to my shame. The lady is dead upon mine and my master's false accusation! And briefly, I desire nothing than the reward of a villain.
Runs the speech not like iron through your blood?
I have drunk poison while she uttered it.
Did my brother set thee on to this?
Yea, and pay me richly for the practice of it.
He is composed and framed with treachery. Fled he is upon this villainy.
O hero, now thy image doth appear in the rare semblance that I loved at first.
Bring them away, and masters, do not forget to specify when time and place shall serve that I am an ass.
Here comes Master Signorinato, and the sexton too.
Which is the villain? Let me see his eyes so that when I know another like him, I may avoid him.
If you know you're wronger, look on me.
Art thou then? Art thou the slave that with thy breath hath killed my innocent child?
Yea, even I alone.
Nay, not so, villain. Thou beliest thyself. Here stand a pair of honorable men, a third of which has fled, which had part in it. I thank thee, princess, for my daughter's death. Mark it with your high and worthy deeds. 'Twas bravely done, if bethink you of it.
I know not how to pray your patience, but yet I must speak. Choose your revenge yourself. Impose me to what penance thou eventually can lay upon my sin. Yet sinned I not, but in mistaking.
By my soul, nor I, and yet to satisfy this good old man, I'll bend under any heavy weight he'll enjoin me to.
I cannot bid you bid my daughter live. That were impossible. But possess the people here in Messina how innocently she died. And if your love can labor aught in sad invention, hang an epitaph upon her tomb. Tomorrow morning come you to my house. Since you could not be my son-in-law, be yet my nephew. My wife hath a niece, almost the copy of my daughter who's dead. Give her the right that you would have given my daughter, and therein dies my revenge.
Noble sir, your overkindness doth bring tears with me. I do embrace your offer. Dispose for henceforth of poor Claudio.
Tomorrow morning, I will expect your coming. Tonight I take my leave. This wicked man shall be brought face to face with Margaret, who I believe was packed in all this wrong, hired to it by your brother.
No, upon my soul she was not, nor knew what she did when she spoke to me. But always hath been just and virtuous, and anything I do know by her. Moreover, sir, which indeed is not under black or white, this plague pair did call me an ass. Master, I beseech you, let it be known in her punishment.
I thank thee for thy care and honest pains.
Why, you speak like a most faithful and reverent youth. I praise God for you.
Here's for thy pains.
God save the foundation!
Amen.
Oh, I leave an errant knave in your worship, to beseech your worship to correct itself, for the good of others. God praise your worship. I wish your worship well. God restore you to health. I humbly leave you leave to depart, and if a merry meeting may be wished, why, God prohibit it! Come, neighbor.
There you are, my lords.
Farewell, my lords. We look for you tomorrow.
We will not fail.
Tonight, I'll mourn with Hero.
Tonight, take this man to Margaret. and how her acquaintance grew with this blue fellow.
The God of love that sits above. Pray thee, sweet Mistress Margaret, deserve well at my hand by helping me to the speech of Beatrice.
Will you then write me a sonnet in praise of my beauty?
In so high a style that no man living shall come over it, for in most honest truth thou deservest it.
To have no man come over me. Why shall I always keep below the stairs?
Thy wit is as quick as the greyhound's mouth. It catches.
And yours as blunt as the fencer's foils, which hits but hurt not.
A most manly wit, Margaret. It will not hurt a woman. And so I pray thee, call Beatrice. I give thee the bucklers.
Give us the swords. We have bucklers of our own. Well, I will call Beatrice too, who I think hath legs.
And therefore will come. The God of love that sits above. I meet in singing, but in loving. Leander the good swimmer, Troilus the first employer of panders, and a whole book of bygone false lovers, whose names yet run smoothly in an even road of blank verse. Why, they were never so truly turned over and over as my poor self in love. Mary, I cannot show no rhyme. I have tried. I can find out no rhyme to lady, but baby, an innocent rhyme. For scorn, horn, a hard rhyme. For school, fool, a babbling rhyme. Very ominous endings. No, I was not born under a rhyming planet, nor I cannot rule in festival terms. Lady Beatrix! Wouldst thou come when I called thee?
Yea, signor, and depart when you bid me.
Oh, stay but till then.
Then you've spoken. Fare you well now. And yet, ere I go, let me go with that I came, which is knowing what hath passed between you and Claudio.
Only foul words, and thereupon I will kiss thee.
Foul words is but foul wind, and foul wind is but foul breath, and foul breath is noisome. Therefore I will depart, unkissed.
You have frightened the word out of his right sense, so forcibly as thy wit. But I must tell thee plainly, Claudio undergoes my challenge, and either I will hear from him shortly, or I will subscribe him a coward. And I pray thee, now tell me, for which one of my bad parts did you first fall in love with me?
For them altogether, which maintained so politic a state of evil that they would not admit any good part to intermingle with them. But for which of my good parts did you first suffer love for me?
Suffer love, a good epithet. I do suffer love indeed, for I love thee against my will.
In spite of your heart, I think. Alas, poor heart, if you spite it for my sake, I will spite it for yours, for I cannot love that which my friend hates.
Thou and I are too wise to woo peaceably. And now tell me, how doth your cousin?
Very ill.
And how do you?
Very ill too.
Serve God, love me, and men.
Ah!
Here comes in haste!
You must come to your uncle's. There is much trouble at home. It is proved my lady Hero hath been falsely accused, the prince and Claudio mightily abused, and Don John, the author of all, who is fled and gone. Will you come presently? Will you go hear this news, Signor?
I will live in thy heart, die in thy lap, and be buried in thy eyes. And moreover, I will go with thee to thy uncle's.
It is, my lord.
Done to death by slanderous tongues was the hero that here lies. Death, in guerdon of her wrongs, gives her fame which never dies. And so the life that died with shame lives in death with glorious fame. Lay thou there upon the tomb, praising her when I am dumb. Now, unto thy bones good night. Yearly will I do this right.
Thanks to you all, and leave us. Fare you well. Look, the wolves have preyed, and the gentle day round about the wheels of Phoebus dapples the dreary east with spots of gray. Come, let us hence and put on other weeds.
Did I not tell you she was innocent?
So are the prince and Claudio, who accused her of running error that you are debated.
Well, I'm glad that all things sort so well.
Hero and you, gentlewoman all, withdraw thee into a chamber and come hither masked when I call for you. You have to be married to your own daughter and give her a job.
Which I will do with confirmed counsel.
Friar! Friar!
choice, anyway.
To bind me or undo me, one of them. Signor Leonardo, truth it is, good sir. Your niece regards me with an eye of favor.
Ah, an eye she got for my daughter.
And I do with an eye of love requite her.
The sight I think you got from me, the prince, and Claudio. But what is your will?
Your answer, sir, is enigmatical. But for my will is your good will. May stand with ours this day to be conjoined in a state of honorable marriage. In which, good friar, I shall desire your help.
My heart is with your liking.
And my help. Here comes the Prince and Claudio.
Good morrow to this fair assembly.
Good morrow, Prince. Good morrow, Claudio. Are you yet determined to marry?
Call her forth. Leonardo, which is the lady I am to seize upon?
The same as she, and I do give you her.
Why then, she's mine. Nice, sweet. Let me see your face.
No! Not until you take her hand before the holy friar in matrimony.
Give me your hand before this holy friar. I'm your husband, if you like of me.
And when I lived, I was your other wife. And when you loved, you were my husband.
Another hero?
Nothing certain. One hero died, defiled, but I do live. Surely as I live, I am a maid.
The former hero that is dead. She died, but well, her slender lived.
All this amazement, can I qualify? When after the holy rites are ended, I'll tell you largely the fair hero's death. Meanwhile, let wonder. See you early.
Do you forgive me?
Soft and fair, friar. Which is Beatrice?
I answer to thy name. What is thy will?
Do not you love me?
What? No more than reason.
Why then your uncle and the prince and Claudia, they've been deceived. They swore you did.
Do not you love me?
Troth, no. No more than reason.
Why then, my cousin Hero and Ursula are deceived, for they did swear you did.
They swore you were almost sick for me.
They swore you were well nigh dead for me.
'Tis no such matter. You do not love me then?
No, but in friendly
Come, niece. I know you love him.
I'll be sworn upon it that he loves her. For here's a poem, written in his own hands, a haunting sonnet of his own pure brain, fashioned to Beatrice.
And another written my cousin's hand, containing her affection unto
A miracle! Our own hands against our hearts. Come, I will have thee, but by this light, I take thee for pity.
I would not deny you, but by this good day, I yield upon great persuasion, and partly to save your life, for I was told you were in a consumption.
Peace. I will stop your mouth.
How doth Benedict the married man?
I tell thee what, Prince. A college of wit crackers cannot flout me out of my humor. Dost thou think I care for a satire or an epigram. In brief, since I do intend to marry, I will think nothing to any purpose that the world can say against it, and therefore never flatter me for what I have said against it. For man is a giddy thing. This is my conclusion. For thy part, Claudio, I did think to have beaten you, but in that thou art like, be my kinsman, live unbruised, and love my cousin.
Well, I well hoped thou wouldst have denied Beatrice, that I might have cudgeled thee out of that single like maybe a double dealer.
Come, we are friends.
My lord, your brother John is taken in fight and brought with armed men back to Messina.
Think not on him till tomorrow. I will devise thee brave punishments for him. Let us dance ere we are married, that we can lighten our own hearts and our wives' heels.
We'll have dancing afterwards.
First of my word, therefore, play music. Prince, thou art sad. Get thee a wife, get thee a wife!
It's on my brain.